Okay. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. My name is Kywil, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. Now, normally you'd see me doing a stream, going live, talking with everybody, doing that whole thing. But since I haven't had as much time to go live, to be on Twitch, I decided to start doing some pre-recorded stuff, some more Let's Play type thing. And I wanted to start with this game, Transistor. Now, I actually did start playing this game yesterday. I recorded about, I don't know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes or so of this game. And then when I got done recording, I realized I had not been capturing the game audio. And unfortunately, a huge part of this game is the game audio. The soundtrack is amazing, and there's a lot of little like jokes and stuff that are going on here. Narration that's very important to the game. So I'm gonna start it over from the beginning. We're gonna re-record this first half hour or so and see how much further we can get than that. But let's just jump into it. This beginning of this game is pretty interesting, and there's a lot of cool story elements to this game that we'll be diving into in this first little bit here. So let's get started with Transistor.
Hey, Red. We're not gonna get away with this, are we? Come on.
Okay.
Pull.
So this sword is in this guy's dead body, and he's like, we're not gonna get away with this. So clearly we did something wrong. We did something bad. We have to pull this sword out. Okay.
Together again.
All right. So now we're together again, sort of. Okay. There's this OVC terminal over here. We haven't interacted with an OVC terminal yet, but we don't know what this one is about. Clearly it's not like active or there's something, so we're just gonna walk away from it. And then there's this gown over here. Status is torn and discarded. We come closer and we click on it.
What a night. You're still in one piece. That's all that matters.
What a night. We're still in one piece. That's all that matters. So something must have happened. This maybe was our gown that we were wearing before this guy got stabbed or something. We don't know quite yet. And actually, I didn't know even after playing like for half an hour yesterday. So this is still like a mystery to us. What was actually interesting is when I got done recording this yesterday, I got done, and when I got on, when I went online, my friend was actually streaming this on Twitch, playing this game, which was kind of funny, oddly enough.
Nice. Okay, let's go.
She was playing Transistor, and I was like, oh, okay, interesting. I'll start watching her play a little bit. She ended up getting further than me, so I had to stop watching, so I didn't have any, you know,
Nothing here.
Oh, wow. I love how this guy is. So this guy will tell you, like, if you go backwards, he's like, all right, you already found everything here. There's nothing back in this corner. So you don't have to, like, if there is exploration that you're trying to find, like, extra things, that guy lets you know if you're there or not.
More of these creeps. Look, don't fret, just...
All right. So we get the turn. So this is where we get to do a cool... They introduce part of the, a different part of the battle system. You can do battles in real time, or you can do this turn thing by pressing the space bar when your turn gauge is filled up. And then you can actually make movements and make plans of what you're gonna do. And then that fills up your thing, and then you press space, and it does it. So that first one, they're like, oh, this is obviously what you want to do. You're going to want to do this.
Ready.
And then you can kind of space it out again. So I'll go over here. I'm probably going to want to crash him. I'll probably want to come behind him, crash him, and then I'll probably want to walk over here and try to breach this guy. So I can get this guy dead, and then I can at least do some damage to this guy. Then I can try to go pick up their cells. And I might even just switch back to crash. And then when I'm in the recovery, and then bang. Then I got that guy killed. Pretty easy for your first little battle there. They kind of show you how things are going, how the game's gonna play. But yeah, I was watching my friend Glitch Bunny. So if you're on Twitch, if you're watching this on Twitch, or if you're not watching this on Twitch and you want to go check out Glitch_Bunny on Twitch. She was playing this game for about 3 hours the other day, which I think is about would make her about the halfway point. But we're just gonna keep on kind of cranking through this as fast as we can. This first bit, since I've gotten through it.
Hello, world. Look at all that.
I say, look at all this. This game is very beautiful. Has great music. And just like a great aesthetic. This is from the same company that created Bastion and Pyre. If you're familiar with those games, Bastion is very, excuse me. Bastion is very similar in the way that it's kind of presented. It has this kind of view in it, you know, this feel to it, and the walking around. But it's about the gameplay is more focused on like real-time dodging, shooting, action type of things. And Pyre is completely different, where it has like part of it's like visual novel, like storytelling stuff, where you're talking to people and learning all about the story, and then the actual gameplay bits in Pyre are like a sports match that you play in real time with like it's very interesting. I actually watched my cousin play on his Let's Play channel on YouTube. I watched him play a little bit of Pyre, and that game looks very interesting. Let's look through this telescope and see what we can see.
There's the empty set. Still too close to it. We better get as far from there as possible.
All right, so the empty set. We want to get as far away from the empty set as possible, is what he's saying. Something happened. We're about 100 miles outside the city. We definitely don't want to be in the city. We're trying to get away from it. Whatever we did was bad. Let's come to the promenade. We'll go through the store.
Block party up ahead. Here we go.
All right, so we're going to have to go in here, and we're going to want to kill these guys. So we did a crash to start everything out. I feel like that was a good move, because then it sets it up where he's stunned, and we can come in and do another crash, and then possibly kind of move away into a breach where we can actually hit him. Smack him, move away. Then we get two guys down. These guys are on our case, but these guys are pretty easy, so we can just take care of them like that. Bang, and bang.
We're good.
And we terminated that process, and we are 40% to our next level.
She awake?
Okay, so then we go over here. I still don't like the fact that this says disposition is explosive, 77% processed. I don't know what the processed means. Maybe it means that she's being processed into the world, because you can tell that something's going on. Like, she's a person, a dead person, but she's got some data files or something going on here in this cube.
Hi. You okay? I see. Sure. She wants to come along. We can use her.
So we absorb her data, or her cube, so that we have this new spark ability.
She says hello. Her name's Lillian.
Lillian Platt. That is who this is, who we just found here. God, I like how it even moves like when you do attack it. Little practice there for our spark. Then if we go down here, there is an OVC terminal we can interact with. So let's interact with this. I think this is the Fashion Week. Yes.
Cloud Bank Fashion Week, not
So this is like when you access these OVC terminals, this is what gives you a little bit of an insight into the world, kind of what's going on, where we're at, kind of why we're even doing what we're doing. It starts fleshing out the story. So look at this. We know that we're in the city of Cloudbank, only for you. So we're in some type of futuristic city. Obviously futuristic. We're in the year allegedly, or presumably we'd say 2067, where this city is made for the people. Developing. There's an altercation at the empty set, which is we heard the Transistor, our sword buddy, talking about. We need to stay away from there. Unveils new Model 9, PWC, quarterly solstice, sky vote. Search continues for missing race driver Preston Moyle. Citizens of Goldwalk District temporarily relocated. So then you have your little, like, this is a little terminal giving you some up-to-date news. But the biggest thing is that it's Cloudbank Fashion Week. Your presence will make the 67th Annual Fashion Week an unforgettable experience.
3 days this time.
It's a 3-day extravaganza. We cordially invite you to our 67th annual event. Cloudbank's popular tradition will be at its most spectacular with your support. The event size is 8 square blocks, Gold Walk Boulevard through Halcyon Street, featuring more than 275 local and exotic brands. Space is limited, so please reply soon so we know to expect you. See you there. Let's RSVP. I think you're going to want to reschedule. And so this is the only time we actually get anything. R is obviously red. That's our character. Anytime that we see her type in here is really the only text that we're going to see from her, the only interaction with the world. But we get these, you get a couple of these terminals, you know, in each little area that you can find that kind of help you flesh out what's happening in Cloudbank, what kind of place is it to live, all sorts of fun stuff like that.
Let's see what else.
Let's see what else. I know if we go over here, there's another OVC terminal. And this one is about the weather, I believe. Tomorrow's forecast, and this even gives you more of a insight into Cloudbank and how it runs. Tomorrow's another day in Cloudbank. How would you like it? So the forecast is you look at this forecast and then you have to actually tell them which climate is more to your liking.
Rain's not even on the ballot.
I'm gonna go warm, clear, light breeze. That gets a 39%.
Warm and clear, second place.
Warm and clear, second place. People want mild with scattered clouds. So this is how the weather is actually taken care of in Cloudbank. You get to vote for it. Wouldn't it be nice if I could just wake up and be like, you know what? Oh shit, there's a bunch of these guys here now. Actually, these guys kind of go down pretty easy with this spark, so
no problem.
That was not too bad. We got 10 of whatever this is. Oh, I think that means the people that we killed, maybe? That's like a kill counter. We killed 10 of those guys. I was just going to say, it would be really nice if I could wake up in the morning and just be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to decide what the weather is like for today. Especially because I live in Michigan. Sometimes the weather here is not the greatest. It's not what I would want it to be. Like today I wake up. Yesterday it was nice and sunny here. Today I wake up and it's fucking raining. The clouds are out.
End of the plaza.
It's the end of the plaza. It's me. It's me, Red. I'm on a poster. I wonder what sort of thing this could mean.
I'm so sorry, Red. They took your voice. I couldn't stop them. But we took something of theirs.
So this is pretty cool, and like you can see the shadow of whatever's behind us coming in there. Just go. Just turn around. Turn around because there's something there that's going to attack you now. There we go. Oh, a young lady here. Oh wow, it moved drastically after that first attack. Okay.
Now.
So they definitely move a lot when you attack them. And these two little ones only have 1 health, so we should probably take care of those guys as soon as possible. Let's just smack them a little bit. I'm just gonna over crash in this area. Just smack them down.
Finally.
All right, and we have to collect all these little cells so they don't respawn.
All
right, so that is exactly what they are.
There.
It's just what we've killed.
I place we can get a ride.
So he thinks he knows a place we can get a ride down on the side street. Obviously, this means something. Through, thinking about it, you can say, okay, they took our voice away. We were some sort of idol, maybe a singer. And we had some sort of message that we were trying to get across, and either they took our voice away figuratively or literally, or both. It seems that way, and that's very important to us. He said, I'm so sorry, Red. So something definitely happened to our career or whatnot. But let's just keep on continuing down the walk. All right, this is a pretty interesting thing because you can actually use this for puzzles. But so far in the game, through like the first 45 minutes, this is the first and only time I've ever done anything like that.
Okay. That's who I think it is.
So now we found Moyle P. His disposition is elusive. He's 82% processed. So let's pick up his
Moyle.
little.
You in there?
Mr. Moyle, wake up, please.
Tim, all right.
Oh,
I can
no.
barely hear him.
Well, let's grab his thing. So his thing is Jaunt, which is actually a pretty useful little thing.
Interesting.
Or useful. Sorry, it's a what are these are called functions. We haven't you have 4 functions that you can use. You can select them with 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then they give you obviously.
Go where it suits you, right?
All right. So we have some functions. We just got this from Moyle P, who if you remember in the OVC terminal, we saw that little scroll going across that said that they were still looking for the missing racer, Preston Moyle. So I think we found him. I don't think he made it, unfortunately, through whatever was going on. All right.
No.
So this guy's called a jerk, and for good reason. He is a jerk.
Come on, man, tough.
So hit him with a breach, go behind him, hit him with the thing, and then jaunt away. So you smack him, hit him from behind, then jaunt away. Just don't want to be too close to him when he's actually going to be able to attack you. This guy adds in a little bit of fun.
Let's go.
I want to take care of him real quick. Get him knocked down. You can actually use Jaunt while you're recovering your turn. So I could actually use it while I was doing that. Then I could shoot him. I could come in behind him, maybe smack him a couple times with a backstab. Then I want to change the Jaunt, so as soon as I get the backstabs in him, I can jaunt away from him. Don't want whatever that is to respawn. We're still waiting for that. Then we can come back in here, shoot him again, and I'd say even just get him from the back here. And that should be good. Bang! Ooh, it didn't kill him. It didn't quite kill him. Oh, whoops! I'm trying to use the wrong one. All right, there we go. And now we should be able to just smack him down until he's dead. I overkilled. I overkilled massively there. There we go. That was a nice little thing. We got to level 2, and now we get to choose a new function. Every level you get to choose a new function, and they will do different things, obviously, than the functions that you have, and they add to you, but you only get to choose one of 2. So here we have Bounce or we have Mask. I'm going to stick with Bounce. This is what I chose last time. Basically, this adds a ricochet effect to anything. So each sorry, let me dial back a bit here. Each function has an active slot effect and an upgrade slot effect. The active slot is when it's in 1, 2, 3, or 4, but then you can also add it as an upgrade to one of those active slots, an active function. So when this is active, it shoots out a bolt that ricochets from target to target, but as an upgrade slot, it can add that chain reactive effect to most other functions that you have, which is how I tend to use it, as just an upgrade as opposed to using it as its normal active slot effect. Seems to be good. This Mask, I wouldn't use it because I'm not going to use it this particular playthrough because it adds a stealth thing to you, so you get like a stealth buffer on your next attack after you use it, and it can the upgrade just makes the potency of backstabbing go up. I don't do a whole lot of backstabbing right now because I'm still kind of getting used to how this game plays and everything. And plus, I just really like this Bounce, so we're going to stick with that function being my new function.
We're still here.
And then we get to go to the access point, which is a save point,
you're in.
and it also is our setup utility. Our setup utility has been activated. This is where we can kind of go through the functions that we have installed and look at what we want to do. So we just got a new function. We can only have 4 active functions. Clearly, we want to use this as an upgrade, so we're going to select this function, and we're going to upgrade Breach with our Bounce function. So we have to make sure that we do this. Breach will chain to multiple nearby targets. It gives us how much damage we're going to kind of be doing, what the jump rage is, how much the damage is reduced from that, so it's 50%. So we're only going to be doing about 50 damage with each jump, but that's okay. So we'll install that there, and we'll go back.
Good.
And that's that.
Just one more block. I want to show you something.
All right, and I don't think that there's anything else here. I think that this is a self-contained area. I think it's like because we came in here from down here, and we can't go back. So I think we just go forward and see what's happening.
Okay, there's a... Wait. Back.
Oh, that's right. There's more. I forgot about this. Oh, shit. Process upgraded. Designation jerk. Level 2. New inversion 2.0 retaliation mode. So he's got a retaliation mode. All right, so I'm going to try to breach him twice. Take him out. Oh, I was blocked on that first breach. All right, so we're gonna hide back here until oh shit. So we're gonna hide back here until our turn comes back, but that did not seem to work. I think I'm just gonna come in and smack this guy. Then we're gonna switch to jaunt so that afterwards I will be able to just dash away. And then we're gonna let that happen. Then we're gonna come in here and we're gonna shoot him and hope that we get a couple more people. Switch back to jaunt. And then just dash away. All right. We're gonna throw out an actual spark and then try to run away at the end of that. All right, that actually ended up kind of working. All right, I need to get this guy before he respawns. Okay. Get that guy before he respawns. Okay. Now I think that this guy.
How about this?
We'll shoot him from behind, and we'll come up and backstab him, and then we're gonna dash away from him. He doesn't seem to be good at knowing exactly where we're at. We're gonna throw that down, run away, breach. 2 breaches seem to do. We didn't get the backstab as he ended up turning a little bit. That's okay.
Get away from him.
I'm trying. All right. All right, I think that we can just kind of do a backstab with some crash and get him down. The backstab gives you an extra bit of boost. All right.
They're gone, but so is this whole block.
Yeah. All right. So we ended up getting that done. We're gonna click this just to get that save. I still do like this bounce being where it's at. One of the things I saw Glitch doing actually was that they upgraded jaunt with spark. So every time you move with jaunt, you actually leave behind some sparks. We don't have a lot of upgrades right now. I might switch that out at a point, but right now I like having spark as his own. So we're gonna keep it there. And just have jaunt be its own little thing. Jaunt and spark be their own thing.
That's our way out.
It says bike is our way out. Tells us we can hit escape for the main menu. All right. So then we're gonna get on this bike and ride down the highway, basically, because we can't walk down the highway.
About that bike.
Yeah, we want to get that. Oh man, I like that. The sense that there's definitely a sense of humor in these games, in Bastion and in Transistor. So this game, another thing that makes this game a lot similar to Bastion, the other game from the same developer, the development team, is in Bastion there was a narrator where everything you did, he would kind of be narrating what you were doing in the game, and that kind of gave you clues as to where you should go and what you should be doing, kind of how this sword is doing it in this game. But let's jump on this bike,
okay.
Go forward.
E64 on ramp.
See what we have to do.
5 blocks down. Take the second right. Do not turn left. And thanks for the lift. Hi. You turn left.
Turn left.
Thought we were gonna skip town.
Thought we were skipping town.
We're going back there.
Uh-oh. We're going back there.
Things, they do not have a sense of humor. They will track you down, wipe you out, and take whatever's left of me back to those 2-bit Camerata pieces of trash.
Dang. Okay, so we're going back there. Something's up. Something's up that we're not really sure about yet. If we go back there, we're supposed to skip town. Something fucking happened. It was 2-bit. I couldn't understand exactly what he said in the but he said that.
More bike.
Oh.
Just 10 more blocks to the set.
Said that basically we shouldn't be going back here because they're going to destroy him and everything's gonna get fucked. So we should probably not do that. Okay. Okay. So this is a battle arena we just stepped into. We clearly want to attack. Oh shit! You motherfucker! Oh. New 3x cutting beams. Well, that's just lovely. Okay. Alright, bad cells go down with like 1 crash. Hold on, let's oh come on. Alright, that's at least a little bit better. Gives me.
Okay, it's on.
Alright, it's on. So we can go here, we can smack this creep. Fuck you, creep. And then maybe we can go up here and possibly breach. I see if we could get a kill in and then kill 2 bad cells in that same manner. Why wouldn't we? All right, and then we have this, so we can come up, smack, smack, smack. We're probably gonna want to go away from that. Come on here. Come here, creep. Come here. What are you doing? Uh-oh. Yeah, I'd say just to, like, really get it in there, because a lot of these times these guys will move away or do whatever. You really want to smack them as much as possible.
Thought we make in time, too.
So these guys were waiting for us. These creeps, these machines, whatever these machines are. I'm not sure if they have, like, a real name, if they're, like, a brand of machine. There's like creeps, jerks, young ladies, all that stuff, but I'm not really sure exactly.
Terminal's still up.
Hey, let's see. Food's ready to eat. There are 4 foods ready to eat.
Must be starving.
I'm super fucking hungry. Hungry? Grab a bite. Satisfy your craving with a complimentary Junction Jan's gourmet flatbread. Show the offer.
Sea monster's really the only choice here.
All right. He says the sea monster's always that's what he always says. It's the only choice. I went for Harvest Garden. I know we have the Supremo Deluxe Harvest Garden Sea Monster or the Mystery Jans. I'm about to stay away from the Mystery Jans as much as I possibly can. That does not sound like a good thing to go. We're gonna stick with the Harvest Garden.
Or that. Just
Coming right
get
up.
back to your place before it gets cold.
And it's gonna get cold pretty quickly if it's there in 8 minutes. We're definitely not gonna get back to my place in 8 minutes.
They're hungry too.
All right, so these guys are a little annoying. Then there's this guy that comes over here. So I mean, we can just crash this guy senselessly because he's got himself stuck back in this fucking hole.
Whoa, hey.
Wow, he really doesn't like it when we just bash relentlessly on these guys. These are weeds. They're annoying. If you get close to them, they have like a field that goes up.
Themselves open.
Oh, cool.
For a veggie flatbread.
For a veggie flatbread. That's what we did. We left ourselves open just because we wanted a veggie flatbread. Junction Jans.
Not a soul. Hardly recognize this place without the foot traffic.
So clearly all of these different blocks, this city, have been like evacuated. There's like nobody here. Oh, and we can flourish.
Fertile ground.
Woohoo! Fertile ground. Wee! I'm flourishing. Ooh, I can flourish wherever I want. That's pretty interesting. So, like, real plants and stuff don't grow, I guess, a lot. That's what I would guess from the fact that he's like, oh shit, fertile ground. Like, that doesn't happen very often.
Cleared out.
All right, so now we have another access point we can get in here. And we have a new thing, inspect. So each one of these functions we can inspect, and they're...
It's Nyla. Everybody said she split after Goldwalk Channel opened up.
they're each associated with a person or like a character in the game, and they give us.
You got on the Camerata shortlist. More than just a name to them now.
Okay, I think it's Camerata. Is that what he said? It was. I think that's what he was talking about. Those fuckers that were gonna like dismantle him or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read all of these background things. I'm not gonna go into the details or the upgrades too much because basically that's just like it's all of this numbers shit and then what they do when they're attached to something else. The subject and the background, this adds a lot to the story and helps kind of flesh everything out. So I'm going to start reading some of these little details in here. So obviously this is our main character right here. This is Red. This is who we're playing as. She's 27, same age as I am actually. Gender is female. Her selections were music and linguistics. We haven't figured out exactly what this selections means, but it seems everybody has 2 selections that they can make, or that they have in their little, short bio over here. So it seems that everybody in Cloudbank in this society has to choose 2 things that they want to specialize in, and then they move forward with their life based on those things. She didn't cite why she chose those. And then this is another thing, the trace status. Not exactly sure what it means, but hers says intact. Some of them say like processed or like something. They'll say other things. We'll see it when we go in there. But that's just a little profile. And then we have some background on Red. Red, ranked in the top percentile of Cloudbank's contemporary performing artists for 5 years, Red demonstrated early interest in music despite studying at Traverson Hall. Traverson groomed many of the city's most ambitious civic planners, though Red spent the majority of her time developing the Academy's nascent arts program and was the first on record to select 2 non-traditional disciplines. Records indicate she was reluctant to explain, citing personal reasons. She remained reticent even after gaining the spotlight, and when asked about her past and influences, would often say her work spoke for itself. She did admit, however, that she never wrote her music with intent to stir controversy. So this gives you a little. So she was a singer, she was an artist, a musician. Even though most people that studied where she went were city planners or civic planners, they were big. They went on to like help the city. She chose these 2 non-traditional disciplines, music and linguistics. Can't fucking talk. And she would never explain why she did that, but would say that her work obviously spoke for itself, and she never intended to stir controversy. But we'll assume that she most likely did, based off of that. Then we have Breach.
You've reached the hopefully not permanent address of Mr. Nobody.
We have no idea who Breach is. This error, subject background data corrupted during integration, reason unknown. We have no idea. Reason cited, there's no selections, still figuring things out. So whoever this guy is completely unknown. We don't know anything about him, but we have Breach. Then there's Spark.
Lillian Platt used to run the OVC. Said she left for personal reasons.
So this is Lillian Platt, and like our buddy just told us, she used to run the OVC. Still don't know what OVC stands for, but we know that Lillian Platt used to run it. She's 33 years old. Her selections were in physics and negotiation because she wanted to problem solve. So this is the integrated. So ours said intact, and hers says integrated. But let's look at Lillian Platt's background. One of the preeminent scientific minds in Cloudbank, Miss Lillian Platt was the youngest ever individual to be elected as chairwoman of the OVC board. Under her leadership, the number of OVC terminals in Cloudbank more than doubled, and the quality of the broadcast strengthened more than 4-fold. However, she then became the youngest ever individual to leave the post, as she tendered a resignation in less than 2 years to pursue extracurricular interests. In private conversations, several of her former colleagues indicated that Miss Platt left following the sudden disappearance of a close personal friend, Mr. Maximilius Darcy, who, according to official OVC transcripts, decided one day to move to the country. That last bit seems pretty fishy. I feel like we're going to hear more about Maximilius Darcy and find out what his disappearance was actually about and what led that then to Lillian Plott resigning from being the chairwoman of the OVC board. And we still don't know what the OVC is or what really is going on here in Cloudbank, but we know it. We know a little bit, and we can unlock more of these background by using the function as not a active slot. You can use it as an active, as an upgrade, or as a passive. We haven't unlocked the use of passive slots, but I know that is what that stands for. And when you use them in those different slots, you get more background information. So we will eventually use her in an upgrade slot so that we know a little bit more. Jaunt, you can take a look at it.
Preston Moyle. Guess he went out joyriding one night and never came back.
So Preston Moyle was 29. He had selections in reflexes and machinery. And he chose those because he wanted to go fast and go far. And he is also integrated. So I think that integrated basically means dead. Intact means that you're still running around doing things. Integrated means that you've been integrated into the cloud bank, assuming that the cloud bank is maybe some sort of like cloud service, storage service for dead people's minds or something. That's just complete conjecture. We're going to figure it out. Anyway, we're going to talk about Preston Moyle. He was Cloudbank's racing circuit never knew the likes of Preston Moyle, who shattered speed records with aplomb for 4 years straight. Is it aplomb? Credited with popularizing the sport of 1200cc racing, Mr. Moyle gained celebrity not merely for his exceptional riding ability, but also because he built his motorbikes with his own hands. Ever the thrill seeker, Mr. Moyle became known for seeking out Cloudbank's remotest strips of road. Then one day, Mr. Moyle was altogether gone, having left all his personal effects behind, save for his fastest bike. So one day, he took his fastest bike out and never fucking came back. And we found him, so something and I think his bike. So, but yeah, he's an interesting little background here. Nothing that seems to be like earth-shattering to the full story, but maybe as we unlock more of his background, it'll make sense why he was a bigger picture. I mean, he was obviously famous for his racing, but maybe he was doing something else. I mean, 1200cc. So I looked it up when I was playing this yesterday. I was like, man, 1200cc, that must be fast. I wonder what does CC stand for? And I guess CC is so I was right. It's the engine class. That stands for cubic centimeters. So essentially, it's how big the engine is on your whatever you're driving. So 1200cc would mean he has a 1200 cubic centimeter engine, which would mean and obviously the bigger the number, the bigger the engine, the faster you're going to be going. So 1200cc, you're going to be flying. Because in Mario Kart 8, when you go 200cc, you're already fucking flying. All right. And then Nyla Chain. She was 34, had empathy, politics. Everyone deserves the best. She is unfortunately also integrated. So Nyla Chain. One would have difficulty finding a more active or outspoken member of the community of Cloudbank's Goldwalk district as Miss Nyla Chain. She allotted more than 66% of her available time on activities such as passing ordinances to improve underdeveloped regions, reaching out to and educating habitual non-voters, or advocating for groups lacking adequate representation. Her motives were rarely questioned, as her love for the district was in fact sincere, stemming from positive early experiences that grew to become fierce nostalgia. Miss Chain did have her detractors, however, and this became very clear at the opening she arranged for the Goldwalk channel. So this woman, we should say, obviously, so she was an activist. She wanted to help people who didn't have as many opportunities. She spent a lot of her time trying to, with all these big things, huge things, trying to help people who were not as good. But obviously, there were people who said, hey, fuck you. We deserve to. So basically, she's I'm not really good with politics, but it sounds like she was kind of more like a Bernie kind of figure here, trying to help people out and then getting flack for wanting to help the poor people by the people of Goldwalk. Goldwalk, you hear Goldwalk, you think, oh, that's got to be a pretty ritzy area, right? So we want to go flourish. We want to go here, I think, first. Cause yeah.
No queue to get in. That's a first.
The Goldwalk channel.
This can't be the channel.
Yes, it is. Unfortunately.
Back for more.
Trying to get rid of the weeds, because the other fun part about the weeds is that they actually heal the other guys.
Fixing the big guy.
So if you don't kill the weeds, okay, if you don't kill the weeds, then this guy can heal himself with I gotta make sure I get those back. All right. Whee! Okay. Then I can kind of shoot him. Let's say, see if I get a backstab with the breach, it's a lot more powerful.
Do your worst, pal.
Wow. Okay. So I just had him run into the packets, and it kind of killed him, like, because these are explosive. All right, now I got level 3. Nice.
What do you see?
So then here is level 3. These are 2 new functions. These are the, I also chose a function here last time, and I'm probably gonna choose the same function. So this is the load function that basically drops those little packets that we saw out there that are explosive, which obviously seems to be a pretty cool thing if we could lead a jerk into them. However, I really like this. I always like things like this. This is the switch function, which allows us to basically change the allegiance. It's, I think, alter a target's allegiance. It switches them to our side, makes them our friend. So we can make big guys, small guys, whatever, our friends. We can use the weeds to heal ourselves, little things like that. But yeah, this is the Goldwalk channel. Clearly there's not much going on here right now. But what we will do is well, let's inspect the function. Let's see who this is.
Nobody changed the sky like Yondale.
Farah Yondale. We don't know much about her right now because we haven't used her in any slots. But we do know that she was 26, that her selections were meteorology and chemistry, and because the sky looks blue because we want it to. Also integrated. I think that most of the people... hold on, let's go back. Let us actually select function, and we will put that on Spark. We'll install the upgrade here. That's what I had going here. And then let's check out this OVC terminal. What's going on here?
They're saying everyone up and left. Nothing to see here.
Goldwalk still offline. More questions than answers following the evacuation of the popular Following the evacuation of the popular Cloud Bank district. Okay. Let's look at this. News brief. The northwestern quadrant of Cloud Bank remains offline pending... fucking shut up, fucking sword. I'm trying to talk here. News brief. The northwestern quadrant of Cloud Bank remains offline pending investigation. Authorities are downplaying any connections between their investigation and recent disappearances. Chief Inspector Walter Nees praised the work of the 18th Precinct charged with the task. The task? The task. This is the most thorough procedure ever conducted on my watch, said Mr. Nees. Presently, there is no estimate for when Goldwalk citizens will be able to return home. We comment.
Yeah, I'll say.
All right. So then we just posted on this forum post, don't count on Goldwalk opening up again anytime soon. Obviously, it's pretty much fucked. And we can still see all these things. The 67th Annual Cloud Bank Fashion Show. Quarterly Solstice Sky Vote. All this stuff is kind of still coming up like nothing's wrong.
Out of the channel in record time.
So this channel must have been a pretty pompin' bustlin' place before all this evacuation. We can actually inspect this function now, can we? No, we haven't used it yet. We'll use it in this next battle, but I wanted to get that save in here. And then we can come up here, start attacking. Oh shit. Yeah, those weeds can really fuck you up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, real quick, is I'm gonna pop that off on these guys. And I'm gonna try to get a breach off here. So now that guy's switched, so he'll actually heal me a little bit. Oh shit, oh, they're changing him back to their side. I think I can fit in a jaunt here. I couldn't get as far as I wanted to. That's okay. Okay. Get stuck back here. Oh, I jaunted right into that. Okay. Shoot, dude. Oh, sweet. Alright, hold on. Take back that last one. Do a jaunt here. Okay, that did not do what I needed to do. Alright, I'm looking at maybe possibly dying here. Oh, hold on. Is that gonna actually get him? Well, let's see if the spark gets him. Okay, cool. I don't have to really worry about this guy for a second.
You still hear me?
Okay, hold on. No. Okay. This is really rough. I'm very close to not being able to make it through this. I hope that... Okay. No. Okay. There's that. And then... Nah. I hope that this does it. Yes. Okay. Perfect.
Just passing through.
Whew. Barely made it. Barely made it, but we did it. We were able to get through that. I thought I was gonna die for a second there. But one of the things I was trying to do is you can switch the weeds, and then because the weeds heal the other people, if they're on your side, you can actually heal them, or you can actually switch them and they'll heal you. That was part of what I was trying to do, but I don't think I quite did it. I don't think I did it quite well enough. All right, so let's inspect this and see what we can learn about Farah Yondale. She was Cloudbank's first ever sky painter, someone who took the everyday occasion of the ever-changing sky and made an art of it. She worked for the pleasure of thousands who remembered they once took the sky for granted. Miss Yondale gained a significant following as she transformed the skies around the city, and as her skill and popularity grew side by side, she started taking requests. One such request came from her heart. She was drawn to the district of Goldwalk, where her suitor lived, and there she would change the horizon to shimmering sapphire for the solstice, and for their and everyone's sake. This was when her art became a liability. So she changed the sky. We saw that people in Cloudbank got to vote on the sky. Farah Yondale seems to be the person who was responsible for actually changing the sky to make it look like that. Look like those things that we were, you're trying. So that's why sky looks blue, because we want it to. So she made it look like a shimmering sapphire for the solstice because she was trying to impress a suitor. And then people are like, oh, well, she's going to do this shit. We're going to have to get rid of her. And she got integrated, probably. I'm assuming this is a situation where people who speak up against the government or do things with their own voice kind of get smacked down. That's kind of what it seems like.
Get ready to get jumped. Or not.
I was ready.
Let's not stick around.
I was totally ready, too. All right, let's see what we got here. Go over here. Ooh, some birds. I just gotta say, like, this, like, the way this game looks, all of the art in it, and the music, and just everything, fucking fantastic. So what's over here?
Wish we could just sit and watch the world go by.
That would be nice. This is a pretty nice looking little area, I gotta admit. All right, well, let's continue. It's too bad we can't just chill and watch the the world go by. It feels good to just sometimes do that. Oh. Okay, so I actually saw this battle.
Got some kind of cheerleader this time.
Yeah, they have a cheerleader, which I did see when I was watching Glitch stream. You have to come in here and destroy this cheerleader first. That's the first thing you want to do. Otherwise, it protects them from everything that you do. And you can't actually do any damage to these guys. And since I want to be able to do damage to them very badly, after a breach you have like no. Breach takes up a lot. Uh-oh. Nah. Alright. If I can get one of them down, I'll feel a little bit better. Ugh, of course. It's Selwyn over there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. Set all set, which means that we can jaunt, backstab, 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 backstab. There's no weeds or anything that's gonna make it easier for it, so then we can do this. Jaunt. Backstab. And it's dead. Okay. That wasn't terrible. I actually feel like we got through that pretty decently. And then these packets blow up and we're good. But God, just like the way that they develop, like they drew everything in here is just really cool. I really like this. I really like the way the game looks. Again, I'll talk about the soundtrack probably a billion times too because it's really good. All right, well, let's continue onward. For some reason I was gonna talk about this thing because this kind of reminds me. It's like, okay, so this was once a hustle and bustle in place. There used to be people walking around here all the time doing all sorts of things, and things have kind of changed since then. So it kind of made me think. Over the weekend, I went to Cedar Point with a bunch of my friends, went with my girlfriend and some friends from college, and some people I met through Twitch. And so we were all at Cedar Point. If you're not familiar with Cedar Point, it's in Sandusky, Ohio, and it is an amusement park with a bunch of fucking roller coasters, like really fast roller coasters, really tall roller coasters, all sorts of like roller coasters. And I went there, and I was just thinking, like, I can't imagine going there and having it be completely dead. Do I want to change any of these? I kind of like the way that I have things set up right now. I like using Jaunt, Spark, and Jaunt, Breach, and Crash a lot, and having this on Breach seems to be pretty nice. I don't use Spark a whole lot. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna actually switch things up. We're going to do this, install that to the third space, and then we're going to select function. We're gonna install Spark as an upgrade instead. Which one will change how it works a little bit, and two means that I think we'll have new information here once we use it. So we just have to use it in a battle, and then we'll have new information about it. So I guess this is the Amphitheater Parkway. I guess we should go through the Amphitheater Parkway and see what's happening here.
Hope you're wearing comfortable shoes.
I'm not. I'm actually not wearing shoes at all, Mr. Transistor. Mr. Transistor. I didn't even think about how that sounded before I said it. I just said it.
Here we are.
Here we are. Nothing down there. I'm not exactly sure where we are, but here we are.
Deserted.
Wow. Damn.
They know we're here.
Oh, they know we're here. Ooh.
Unless you count him.
Here's Precht. Q Precht. What do you got for me, Q Precht? He's 84% processed. His disposition is patient, which means that he's either waiting for us very, very quietly, or that he needs to be fixed, like by a doctor. It looks like some sort of captain or something. based on his uniform, I would assume he's like a
Well,
captain
we're
of
gonna
a
get you
ship.
out of here. He says the process wiped him out.
The process wiped him out.
He's too far gone.
Right, we don't know anything about what we just got from him because we don't have an access point, but we're probably about to have an access point. Okay. Oh, interesting. Actually, a little bit of exploration going on here. I was gonna say one of my bigger complaints I think about Bastion in general was that it was very straightforward and story based, and I like being able to explore the areas, but at the same time the story and everything was so fleshed out that I guess you didn't need a whole lot of exploration. Oh god. Process upgraded. Level 2. Oh, she has better firepower now, I guess. Okay, so there's a cheerleader in here. Oof. We're probably gonna want to take out the cheerleader as soon as we possibly can.
Ow. She brought help.
Okay. Okay, let's try to switch one of these guys for our own sake, and then she's protected by this cheerleader. Hold on, let's undo that and try to shoot the cheerleader then. Alright. Oh, didn't mean to actually kill that thing, but that's fine.
Easy, pal.
Alright. Young lady. Young lady? Dang it. I forgot that the young ladies dodge, like, after that. Ugh. Oh, God. Can I switch a young lady? Maybe? Gotta heal myself a little bit. Alright, let's just beat up this cheerleader. Oh, God. I'm gonna die. Heal me, heal me, heal me. Okay. I need to destroy this cheerleader so it stops protecting the thing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Alright, shoot that. I need to heal really bad. I'm healing. Okay, it won't let me attack those right now. Alright, let's just get rid of those, I guess. Alright, I got some health back. Okay, let's do a jaunt over to this cheerleader and then smack the shit out of it so it can't protect the young lady. Alright, and then I'd say let's collect that. Let's get rid of one of these weeds. I want to keep one around just in case. Actually, let's just switch this guy right now. Get him to heal us. And then we're going to jaunt right behind you. Smack you a little bit. And then just be done with it. Oh, wow. It did not work. Because I know how shitty this is. Yeah, these young ladies make it very difficult when they do this thing where they split themselves up. Okay, we have to get rid of this weed, unfortunately. I want it to be able to heal me, but it's going to heal the young lady a lot more. Okay. Wait, out of range, hold on. If it's out of range, let's get it in range. And then let's make sure she's in range. And then we don't know where she's gonna go. That's the problem. We're gonna hit her, and then... Oh wow, there's another weed. Did not know that. Hold on. I'm gonna... Oh, I wanted to change the... So, come on, switch the weed. I want to switch the weed so that I can fucking... get some health back. Ah, shit. Okay. Fuck. This young lady still has a lot. Okay, we're just gonna try to avoid the young lady after we attack it. And then maybe... Okay. say, because these guys will die with one attack each.
Damn it.
All right. That's the problem with these young ladies, is that you don't know where they're gonna go after you attack them the first time. So it's like,
Still kicking, huh?
ooh, okay, we actually got him twice that time. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's smack these guys down. And then smack these two down. And then I say maybe we can even just get a nice kill in here. And that's it. All right, cool.
Jake, get ready. Look at him go.
Okay. Wow.
I think I know where everyone went.
I think I know where everyone went too. They all got killed. Okay, so that was an interesting battle. Function files updated 2. Okay. I was just gonna see if there's anything else around here before I hit that access point. Okay, so that's probably the way we want to go. It seems would be north or east. I think that's more east in this sense. So there's a box office, promo materials. All right, let's go hit this access point real quick because that's a save, and we clearly want to save. Oh, and we have new information about Farah Yondale now too. It gives us a background and then maybe a specific event is what it's looking like. So we're definitely gonna like. I like that because the way that they're like, okay, you to get more of the story, you have to kind of what's the word I'm looking for? You have to have more variety. There you go. You have to more variety with the functions that you use, which are your active functions, which you're using as upgrades, just so that you have so you can get more information about the story, which I like that's how it works. So actually, I'm gonna read this information about the solstice, and I think I'm gonna wrap it up for this little vid here. We've been, I think this has been about an hour I've been playing or so, and I think that's about how long I wanted to go for this today. We made it a little bit further than I did yesterday, which is cool. But I'll probably like record a little bit more here, maybe another hour or like a few more videos of this game because I'm really enjoying it. I'm really getting into the story and everything. But anyway, let's read about Farah Yondale and the solstice. So on the solstice, administrative restrictions over the northwestern part of Goldwalk, conflicted with the breadth of sky that needed painting. Because of her physiological state, however, Miss Yondale disregarded the restrictions and painted away. The result was stunning, as the majority of onlookers failed to find words to describe it. But because Miss Yondale wantonly ignored a front-page directive from administration, she was banned from sky painting for a term 2.5 times longer than she found acceptable. She petitioned for reprieve and came in contact with an administrator who suggested there were ways the term could be lightened. She was eager to learn how. Interesting. So we have to get one more thing with her and we'll know her whole story. But so on the solstice, she kind of went against what they were saying that she should do, and then they gave her a sentence that says, you can't sky paint anymore, and somebody was like, well, listen, I'm going to figure out a way for you to actually still sky paint. Okay. I don't think we got any other new ones, and I think I'm actually going to remove installed. I'm going to switch it back to this, because I kind of like it being here. Actually, no, we should have new on Lillian Platt, too. So Lillian Platt, actions taken. Personal records show Miss Platt was preoccupied with certain rumors and urban legends concerning an unusual phenomenon cited in the northwestern corner of the city, and possible connections between this and the rash of disappearances during the past 12 months. For undisclosed reasons, she did not wish to involve the authorities. Her access to privileged OVC information may have contributed to her decision. Other records show she engaged in clandestine discussions with individuals claiming to have knowledge of the circumstances surrounding her friend's disappearance. She arranged to meet with them one night at an unmarked port near Goldwalk Bay. Okay. Interesting. Wow. So she was preoccupied with, okay, interesting. So there's something going on. There's definitely something going on here. And there's a reason why Maximilius Darcy. And so, okay, interesting. I'm liking her story seems to have some interesting things going on along with it. So I'm going to install this here. And this I'm going to install as an upgrade here. I might use Bounce as an actual thing with maybe Breach as an upgrade somewhere, but I'm not sure if I'm going to make that decision quite yet. For now, what I think is we're going to call this a video. I thank you so much for sticking around watching here, maybe playing some Transistor. I will be back. I'm going to try to make these videos, these pre-recorded videos, a bit of a more regular thing, uploading them hopefully to Twitch and YouTube. And just sticking it out, playing some different games. Hopefully I'll be back on Twitch doing some streams here and there. Just might not be as frequent as it used to be. So I wanted to get in some pre-recorded gameplay, do some other things. So that's where I'm going to end it today. We'll be back with more Transistor the next time right here with Kywil. I'll see you then. Bye.